together. Afterwards, I'll give you the link. This will stay up. And you can kind of use this as a quick pointer for things to consider as you move forward. What I'm going to do, if it's okay with everybody, and if you're feeling good about this, is I'm going to run through some of these points, and then I'm going to start the breakout rooms. So if that all seems okay and you're feeling good about that, you know what I'm looking for. Show me some thumbs. All right, I'm seeing thumbs, thumbs, thumbs. Good, good. Okay, cool. So when it comes to demo reels and portfolio, ultimately at the end of the day, keep it simple, okay? A lot of us get totally caught up in trying to create some fantastic looking website or something that has your own personal color scheme and, you know, groovy graphics. You want to make sure that ultimately the demo reel that you're creating and the portfolio that you're creating has the information that we need. And first up, that's your name, of course, and of course the year of your work that you're submitting, 2020, 2021, whatever it is. For demo reels, and we'll dig in deeper for this in portfolio development, ultimately we're looking at just a simple title card, okay? With the work being grouped into sections, always starting with your best work first. So when I look at your portfolios today, whether I'm on a website or looking at your demo reel, I'm hoping that I'm looking at your best work first. That's really important, okay? Because you only have one chance to make that first impression. Now, I'm a big believer in labeling everything. What it is that you did, what the project is, and ultimately your role in it. And in demo reels, those are overlays in the lower thirds. For a printout or on a website, that means data, which is alongside your picture. So I could look at one of Nathan's illustrations, for example, and understand this is part of an original, you know, intellectual property that he's developing. And I picked on you because, again, you know, your work stands out, my friend. It really does. You totally nailed your pitch, which was awesome. And again, that's the idea, because if your drawings and images and your animation is more than just exercises, you're now 60% of the head of everybody that just crams in their, you know, the work that they've done in school. If you're not showing passion projects and things that you're doing just for poops and giggles, you're going to miss the opportunity that an outstanding artist by the name of Trisha Parent had when one of the celebs noticed her work. And actually, Trisha, would you mind sharing this just for a second? One of the big moments, right? For your Disney posters. Yeah, and more than that, that's an industry vet being so impressed with your work that they're willing to spend time and hang out, and that's now, of course, become somebody that you can hopefully reference in the future, right? That's what it's all about, everybody. Hashtag contacts, okay? So when you're putting your portfolios together, always lean into your best, most well-produced work. Show highlights if that's all you've got. Like, you don't have to show the entire animated piece, for example, but pick your moments. Our attention spans nowadays are super short, super short. You know, I'm talking like you have 30 seconds in order to make that impression. Don't make us lean into stuff that is, well, not as good as it could be, or kind of takes a while to start up, or you've got a little wiggle at the beginning that you wish wasn't there. Cut it out. They're not going to know any difference. If your demo reel or your portfolio is anything longer than 5 minutes worth of parsing or reviewing, it's too long. Okay, so you want to be able to have it so that I can fire it up on my phone. Bam, there's Helen Grimes' site. I can immediately go into it, hit the demo reel. There's that 90 seconds worth of sizzle. And then I'm scrolling down, I'm hitting the work, the picture comes up. This is the work. This is what's important and what I did on it. And at the end, contact me here. That's how quick we are nowadays in setting up these interviews, okay? So your most relevant work, your best work first. And if you've got other media, other artwork and things that you're really excited about, include them, but put them at the end, okay? Just avoid the stuff that again, smacks of same as everybody else. So if it's just the same old boring walk cycle, who cares? You've got to have some personality going on. You've got to have something that goes that extra distance. And that matters. Now, audio on your demo reels and on your websites, no one cares. No one really cares. Unless you're doing lip sync character exercises, obviously that's important that we hear the words, but we don't care about the music. Make sure your music doesn't get in the way of us looking at your stuff. And, you know, again, you've got the Adobe Suite now, so there's no reason why you can't cut together a decent reel using Premiere or After Effects and making sure that it all ultimately is as strong as it can be. If you can't edit your reel, you're at a disadvantage. And so through the summer or through the winter break, learn how to use Premiere, learn how to use After Effects, you know, take the tutorials on LinkedIn so you understand how to create title cards. I mean, you can just create them in Photoshop, but do it such a way that your stuff looks awesome. Now, later on today, as I look at your material, I'll be also looking for specific areas, you know, like in modeling, for example, for the CG folks here. You know, I'm going to be looking for a beauty pass. If you don't have a beauty pass, why not? If all you've got is play blasts, not enough. Not enough. You know, if you've got concept work, I definitely want to see it. So if I see Trisha's sketches, which lead into the models, and I get to see a gray tone or wireframe, and then a wipe to a beauty pass, that's what we're looking for. Or if somebody's got the character animator, I want to see character. I want to see acting. And that's where sites like the 11 Second Club and other ones can really help you. And we'll talk about that more later on. Now, if you're doing any compositing, any rotoscope work or visual effects work, obviously before and afters showing the buildup is critical. And concept work does matter. So just remember that, again, we want to see how the sausage is made. We want to see how you got from point A to point B, and ultimately that beauty pass. So, portfolios. Flat, old school portfolios still work. When we go back to face-to-face, which hopefully, knock wood, fall 21, you know, in time for various festivals or CTN, which I'm sure many of you will be looking at, you want to make sure you've got an old school portfolio, which is printed out that you can carry around. There's a lot of value still in analog. Original drawings, original watercolor paintings and the like, they do matter. So if you're an analog artist scanning his, her, or their work into the system, that's awesome. But just make sure, again, that everything is available online as well with supporting documentation. So if you've just got snapshots of your art without any description as to what it was for or why, you need to up-res that and update that. Now, there's a bunch of different sites you can use. One of the best free ones still is sites at google.com, which is where literally I cranked this out in all of 2 minutes. And what's really cool about this is that they also have a portfolio template and it's totally free. So again, you could always use this. You can use Wix. You can use any number of different online hosts for your actual portfolio. Today, I'll be asking you to share your portfolio. And if you've got an online portal, great. If you're still working on it at home, that's cool. You can share your screen and your work. But just know this is free. Okay? So that's free. And it's got templates which make it easy peasy to upload. So that's just the quick little kind of info there. I will be posting the link for this in the chat for when we finish. I'm just going to check the chat right now and just see where we are in regards to signups for folks looking for chats about what it is we're doing. So right now I've got David, Trisha, and Nathan looking for reviews. Again, I promise you, I'm here today to help you. So even if you don't feel you've got your portfolio ready, but you want to show me your stuff, please do so. You know, feel free to throw your name into the mix. Okay, good. More names are coming in. That's great. Good stuff. And I'm going to spend about 5 to 10 minutes tops on each person. For the folks that aren't going to, that want to hang around, use this time wise. I'm going to give you a link right now, which is 15 tips for a great demo reel. So while I'm off chatting with our first suspect, in this case, David, what I'd ask you to do is check out that site and check out some of the other opportunities available to you as you start building your world.